Welcome back, Aries. Special shout out to all my Rama Lama Ding Dongs. And for those of you that were horned up during Valentine's Day, oh, I'm just kidding. I know I get a little bit cheesy. But thanks for coming back and checking out some more readings for me, Aries, and people under the influence of Aries. I really do appreciate it. We're looking at the last 2 weeks of February. Not sure if I'm going to have time to squeeze in the last weekly reading this month because it's short and we got to get some new clear energies going on for March here. Some extra time that I need. So yeah, this one I'm asking Tarot, what are the messages for Aries for the last 2 weeks of February as we coast out of the month of February, Tarot? What are the messages for Aries in these last 2 weeks? Okay, let's see what we got going on. Aries, I hope you're all well out there. I hope you're all doing well. You guys are kind of in a position of prosperity for a lot of you this week. Some of you might have coming back off some time off, maybe a good well-needed rest over a big Super Bowl weekend, or some of you might be. I got a feeling had to take some time off for a quick medical stops or things like that. So getting things in order. You guys are always progressing. I love reading for you guys. Six of Pentacles, the house of abundance and scarcity. Why is that there? What are we looking at? This to me is like speaks more so to treating people fairly, more so than we're looking at you questioning in your own mind situations of abundance and lack. This is speaking more to me about people. And this is in an overall energy. So we're going to check back in with that at the end of the reading. Try and resonate, see what's going on there after we look at the 7 major areas of your life. This definitely speaking to people. And this isn't like treating people fairly with money. This is kind of like almost like people's time. What's going on there? We'll find out. Another 6 here in the position of grounding. We've got the 6 of Cups reversed. So some of you here, I have a feeling, might be really looking at family life and really questioning the people around you versus your own free-spirited nature here. This card shows not really family conflict. This here shows that there might be some of you like questioning whether or not like the domestic bliss path is all that it's cracked up to be, and the path that you followed is really the right one. This is some kind of unnerving energy that I'm seeing here in these double sixes off the hop, and this one being in reverse. I got a feeling some of you are doing some heavier questioning about the people closest around you, and that could be leading to like maybe just some distance that's been created here going into these last 2 weeks of February between you and a partner or you and children. And this isn't really like core family. This is more like for those of you that are married, this is like the family you've created. And for those of you that are single here, I think the grounding message in this 6 of Cups reversed here is to really kind of solidify your intentions when it comes to the path that you want to follow. What are your intentions for wanting to attract romance and a lover into your life, if that's what you're wanting? If you're kind of in a position where you're like more like career focused right now, this could be asking you to say, all right, if you're going to be a worldly traveler, or, do you want to solidify some partnerships and some friendships now that are going to be longer lasting that you can return to if you need? Okay, it's a different kind of, I said unnerving energy. It just has this feeling of a little bit of like unstable energy to it. I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. But I should be. I'm doing tarot readings. Like, what's going on here? I just get a feeling like senses like the literal like these cups being knocked over. Like this is like really like kind of bumping heads, like typical of Aries, like bumping heads with the people closest to you. Kind of like I don't know if I don't know if you truly fit here, or I don't know if I'm supposed to be here. So be careful of domestic arguments like and disagreements getting out of hand. For these last 2 weeks, Aries, just a bit of a warning there that I'm getting, because we got Judgment here in your creative center reversed. So for some of you, might not be like kind of like waking up to the needs that are around you here. Some of you might be kind of being, I'm going to say, a little bit selfish here in these last 2 weeks. Like some of you might even be like using work is an excuse, like not to spend time with family. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I don't care. Some of you, or if you're checking this out for a Aries partner and you're wondering what's going on with them, this will be hitting home for you. So this judgment reverse being near the end of the majors, number 20 majors in culmination. Yeah, I feel like something there could be some, for those of you that are coupled, there could be some kind of stalemates in the bedroom. There could be like disconnect, like down to like the root core of being, like just kind of like reading your books and like turning away from each other when you turn out the light, and then like not coming back into the center of the bed for one another. That this kind of feeling. This judgment reverse speaks to me of some duality going on, and more split energy here. So, and it's cloudiness. It's like the there's no clear vision here. There's no clear intention that's been set, and this is affecting these base chakras, because when you don't have those clear intentions or affirmations, it's like everything around you can sort of like get like disorganized. And I'm not talking about like the pens and pencils on your desk, or like the old laundry on your floor disorganized. I'm talking like disorganized energies, like sore lower backs, and upset tummy and things like that, okay? And just like creative blocks as well. Some of you are probably like really analytically focused, and I don't see like overall like artsy creation type things, but you guys do have that potential to be really creative with your family outings and your family enjoyment. But I think some of you just are not in that headspace right now. It could be affecting those people, okay? So I will never tell you how you live your life. I will, but then I'll tell you I'll never tell you how to live your life. So just kind of take it like with a grain of salt. But this is tarot. This isn't me. This is tarot. Again here, another major in reverse, the Hermit. Okay, some of you have not taken this time to set these intentions. This is gut instinct. This is like, you know this. This is, you know, the gas tank. You're running on fumes here. If you don't find that proverbial gas station of the self to fill up, to reflect, to set intentions, that, you know, things could really go disarray. This speaks right back to me here into these like really scattered energies here, and this is coming all the way up through the bottom, through base to solar plexus. Okay, some of you might even be like working out, going to the gym, but then like you know, oh no, that was wrong to say. I don't know why I'm getting like working out, like physical fitness with this card. Some of you might be okay, here we go. Some of you might be investing too much into like physical appearance versus, and like your stature and like ego, rather than, you know, being like, oh, who am I on the inside? Who is the real Ram? Who is the real me? So this could speak to vanity, okay? It really could. This could speak to kind of being the, not forthrightly, but like really desiring to be the center of attention. This is like you not giving people props, but kind of expecting them in return. So I'm kind of being like daddy teacher here today for some of you Aries, just wanting to tell you, and you can thumbs down this video if you want, I don't really care. I'm going to tell you here that this, like, you can't expect the other people around you to like always like be there for you in heart and spirit, when you yourself are the one that's like kind of strutting your stuff around them and expecting like all of this out of them. Like, this is showing that there's need for more give and take, more 50-50. And you might be pulling too much, or another person with this Aries influence and might be pulling too much from you, and it's showing that nobody here is really checking in with themselves or the people closest around you. So those of you with family issues right now, really take heed here. Take situation to heart, all right? And speaking of heart, here, oh, we got Four of Cups reversed. So what are we thinking about, Aries? What are we occupying our time with? If it's not family, if it's not the people close to us, what the hell are we doing? We're just like kind of checked out here emotionally. A distant dream that maybe didn't happen, or some of you might be thinking that my life hasn't like lived up to the expectation that I had of it when I made past decisions. Then this Four of Cups. Some of you would rather turn on TV than, open up the Monopoly box with the people around you, or take the kids to the skating rink, pond. Things like that is like, it's almost like there needs to be an energy adjustment. For those of you that are suffering from some spine issues, I would say get to a chiropractor, get to some massage here. Let's get the tension released through the like muscular skeletal systems here to see if we can get some more energy flow all the way up from base to sacred heart here. I feel like some of you probably could even be working too hard, and like you've almost like poured your heart into things that are just like for a sense of a paycheck, or pleasing your work environment, when finding out like what's really important, you've kind of been ignoring it. You've kind of been shutting it out. So these four cards are all really speaking to the same issue for some of you Aries. It's not going to be everyone. It's a general ass reading. This is for the reading for the Aries that need it the most, okay? These four cards all here are speaking to these same energies of like, God damn it, like wake up. What are you doing that you are thinking that other people are doing to you, but really you're the cause of it, okay? So all right, I'm going to try and lighten up here a little bit. I'm a little bit frustrated. My back's a little bit sore here for what's going on with Aries. You guys were firing on all cylinders earlier this month, kind of like Pisces. You're firing on all cylinders, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh goodness, like I'm not getting along with my lover. My kids don't even like want to hang out with me. Like what's going on? Here, personal truth, Five of Wands. You are needing to be engaging to resolve conflict, but you're not. You're stepping back from it. You're kind of allowing things to like develop out. You're like almost like you're watching the chaos occur from afar and thinking that you don't have anything to do with it, but you certainly do, or you should have something to do with it. You have the position to be a peacemaker, to bring about resolution to the people around you, but it shows that you're not doing it because you might be almost overwhelmed with how far some of this has gotten. And I love the response I'm getting for Aries on the last readings, and I hope it's going to be interesting to see if this changes, because this is the first time I've read general weekly for Aries where the cards haven't been like super positive or reassuring. These cards are pointing to problems and resolution of conflict that needs to occur. Okay, so be interesting to see how you guys react to this. But more so, how are you going to react to it for yourself? I don't care what you comment or put on my channel, but I want you guys to really have the happiest lives that you can. So I'm really seeing here that some of you are going to accept some responsibility for the things that you currently are thinking are problems that other people have. Okay, Hanged Man in soul searching, personal truth. Okay, this could be a pivotal time for a lot of you. Some of you could be being tested by source energy, karmically even, coming down. It's showing that there is protection here. I'm going to give you the positive aspects for this card. There's protection here. There's growth here. Okay, but it's almost showing that there's a test. This hangman is like almost like Harry Houdini in a lot of ways, right? There are forces beyond your control that you're perceiving because they exist within other people, or they exist in the unseen, like things that you know about, but like faith and belief and things like that, like knowing what the right thing is. Like morally, you're very great, understanding people, Aries. But I think you're being tested with that because of certain frustrations that are occurring. And you might be just like being the one that you're the one letting the frustrations get to you, when you really have a position to like kind of slough it off and be true to yourself through these situations. But it's showing here that you could be searching for ways to get out of a situation. All right, you could be searching a way out of the domestic path that you had previously chosen, or you could be searching for a way out of commitments, of things of more long-term nature. So some of you might be developing plans for doing that. Others of you might just be in the questioning stage of, is this really what I want? How is this going to affect me? And hopefully, how is this? Some of you might be thinking, how is it going to affect the other people involved? but shows that, you know, some of the bigger decisions about what you want, and if there is a major life path coming here in the near future for a lot of you, how you're going to handle it, because you're very aware and you're very fair. So that's an important energy to see here in this spirit questing. This sort of faded hangman, or this feeling I have of escapism, or being able to wriggle your way out, or take the steps that's needed to take the power back into your own hands. A lot of feeling is that a lot of you Aries don't like this limbo position here in the unknown, in the uncertain, in the things that you have to go on hope and faith and belief to get by on. But the Hermit is saying, like, as part of the balance, man or lady, that's part of the balance. You gotta really find that. Okay, so as we go up, wow, and it's so resonating. It is so resonating with this overall energy at the bottom. Being fair to yourself and being fair to others, and being the one making this decision as to, you know, you affect people's lives, you know, you carry this power with you, and you know that, you know, the people that have come into your life, gone into your life, have been affected by you. And some of you have really grown and learned from that. So you're taking more time with these major decisions. And I applaud you for that, Aries. That's really good. That's really important. But it could be that this kind of karmic testing isn't quite over yet. Some of you have, like, maybe suffered through some of these decisions in the past, and you're like, okay, we've already faced this. We know what to do. We know how to handle it. But we're going to handle it in a way this time that's going to be more fair and less impactful and dramatic to ourselves and the people around us this go round. Okay, so that's good, and that's karmic testing. That is like how source energy, how the universe tests us, like, and like locks that karma down in to those lower chakras. It locks it down to be like, okay, this person has to learn their lesson. Look at what they did this time compared to last time. Because some of you feel like, oh, it's stuck energy, I'm trapped, I'm going through the same bullshit time after time after time. But it has to happen that way, because the universe needs to know how you're responding to that situation and to that lesson that you signed up for, that you came here to experience. So no bitching and grinding when you're going through this. Boom, Ace of Wands, Team Ramrod. I love it. Look at you guys here. Ace of Wands. This speaks directly to people that might be in positions of infidelity, I think, and temptation of that, and like getting out of current domestic bliss to, like, you know, go and like see the world and like be with new people and stuff like that. So very like passion set, or some of you making that decision to really like roll over in bed and like show your naughty side to your partner, right? Let's go the Victoria's Secret, let's go buy some like really cool shit and like put it on and play around type stuff. This is going to be a pretty important factor in clearing these energies. And I'm so glad to see this card come down for Crown, because I was like, what the fuck? Why are you so stuck, right? But this Ace of Wands is saying, all right, passion is our guide. Passion is our compass. Passion is our witching stick. We're going to go find a new Hope Springs Eternal water bubbling up from the ground. We're going to like find out what really is in our heart, what really makes us horned up. I said at the start of the read, horned up, like, you know, motivated, inspired, so we can set these intentions and we can put our attention in the proper spots, and we don't have to wonder so much about what the hell are we doing all the time, and we can treat other people with respect, integrity, and fairness. All right, Aries, that's crappy, but that's wicked. So make of it what you will. And I hope to see you for your March readings. I'm really interested to see how this plays out for some of you. For those of you that are still riding high, stay true to you. Keep it real with the people around you. And for those of you that are really feeling stuck in these energies, I hope this reading helped. All right, Aries, check you next time.